Anyway, we can jump into some topics real quick. So I wanted to mention a couple of documentaries. So number one, the one I talked about before, "Fight the Power: How Hip Hop Changed the World." I was saying that I didn't know when that was coming out, but it's actually out as we speak, and it's on Prime Video, Amazon Prime.
Okay.
They've gotten some of the episodes on YouTube because they're doing them in episodes. So far there are 3 episodes on YouTube.
But didn't you say there was PBS that was doing it?
Yeah, it was PBS, but I guess PBS don't really have an app, so they gave it to Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's on PBS's YouTube channel. The first
cool
3 episodes. So definitely go check that out. It's narrated by Chuck D. So you can't go wrong with that. And Chuck D is he really. Is that my door? Oh, okay, maybe not. Chuck D really goes hard for the hip hop culture and what.
And actually, he's 60.
Is he? Okay.
I think
he should be up there. I would imagine he's probably either late 50s or early 60s.
Yeah.
So yeah, Flav too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me see. What's that all about? Okay. All right. Anyway, then also the documentary on Black Rob called "The Last Days of Black Rob." That is also out already. You can actually find that on Tubi.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Tubi.
Yeah, because I looked it up just to see if they had a date, and it was like, yeah, it's already available on Tubi. It's been out for a couple of months now. I'm like, dang, how did I not know that?
Yeah, Tubi's pretty cool.
Yeah,
man.
Tubi's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So definitely go check that out, man.
Yeah, shout out to them because they had that Super Bowl commercial. They fuck with everybody talking about the damn. Yeah, so we're getting ready to watch the break. And they're like, stop it.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, I'm like, and then the whole rabbit joint, talking about going on the rabbit.
Yeah.
Rabbits up there, creepy ass rabbits up there, dragging niggas. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is crazy. That was a crazy commercial. We got during the Super Bowl, we also got a commercial for Guardians of the Galaxy, their new joint coming out in a few months. I like a lot of the Marvel stuff, so I try to keep up with that. But anyway, so yeah, both of those documentaries are available now. Like I said, "Fight the Power: How Hip Hop Changed the World," that's on Prime, Amazon Prime, and Black Rob: The Last Days of Black Rob is on Tubi. So please support those. If you really love hip hop and what it's all about, that's how you do it. I feel like BET might be trying to do a hip hop 50 show, but they keep doing these little commercials where they have rappers talking, but that's how they try to reel you back in. Like, we're gonna do something real for the culture, and then we're gonna go back to the bullshit.
Yeah, I should call BET JET. That'd be kind of
You
fun.
know what? We don't want the smoke.
We don't want the smoke.
Right. We don't want the smoke, so we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Y'all think about that. But anyway.
We don't want the smoke. They're gonna be like, oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of documentaries and docuseries, Wu-Tang: The American Saga season 3 has started dropping as of today. Yes, sir. And that is on Hulu. So go check that out. If you haven't watched any of it, you might want to start from season 1 so you can get the real full effect. It kind of picks right up from season 2. I did watch the first 2 episodes. They put 3 out. It kind of picks up. The last season left off where basically RZA had signed Dirty to Elektra, and Dirty was kind of mad, and they got into a fight because Dirty was just like, yo,
because he always wanted to be on Def
Jam. Yeah. So he was like, he didn't even give Dirty's permission. He was just like, he just signed him up.
Yeah.
And so he was like, yo, they cousins, but he's like, why you treat me like a kid? You know what I mean? So that's where it kind of picks up. And then now they have also moved out of Shaolin. They got a mansion out in Jersey, so they're kind of enjoying that life, trying to, It
was like an old house, and then the last thing, the pipes bust.
Yeah.
And the tapes. Yeah, his tapes was flooded, and he was trying to fight to get the tapes.
Yep. So they talk about a lot of that too in the episode. So yeah, go check that out. Wu-Tang: An American Saga, that is on Hulu. So yeah. And it's definitely worth watching, man. I mean, they do a great job. This is going to be the final season, and they're doing a great job with the people who they pick to play these characters, man.
Yeah, the storytelling is great.
Yeah,
the storytelling is great.
So I'm definitely amped about that. I'm gonna probably watch a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah. And we'll talk about it more on our next week's episode. You know what I mean? So because I'm sure Howie will be probably have watched it by then.
Yeah.
So but yeah. So and then we got to talk a little bit about the Grammys. They just aired. Dr. Dre got that Global Impact Award. I want to give him a shout out. Let's give him some claps. You know what I mean? One of the dopest producers in the game. Definitely top 3 in my eyes. I don't know where I would put him in the top 3, but I know he's at least top 3 for me. And then we also had the tribute they did to hip hop turning 50 years old. They had like 20 some odd rappers, man, that came out.
It was 33.
Was it 33 altogether?
33 altogether.
I know we saw, we saw Ice-T.
Yep.
Scarface. Who else?
We got to go back to that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute because that kind of brought up some controversy. Was Ice Cube there?
I
can't remember.
I don't know.
No,
Cube was
Cube
there.
Was not there. Who else? Oh, Furious 5 was there.
Of course. Run DMC.
Run DMC, yeah.
Which we need to kind of talk about them, too. A little bit.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about them. It's a bunch of people, man. Even some new school heads was out there, too. You know what I mean?
Gorilla, and I don't know the other guy who he was.
Little Uzi Vert, I think, made a little appearance right at the end.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, it kind of came out with
that hair
the
joint?
hair.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it was one other person, I can't remember from the new school era, but I can't remember who it was.
Oh, Too Short was out there. That was dope.
Too Short. Yep.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Everybody mad about him.
LL.
Yeah, LL was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a great performance, man. It felt good to just see all these different generations of hip hop. We had people that came out in the 70s, people who came out in the 80s, people who came out in the 90s, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was dope, you know what I mean? And people from this 2000 era, so. But as a result of that, Scarface did My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me. And if you saw it, you might have noticed, if you know the group, Willie D wasn't there, you know what I mean, to kind of do his part of the song. And, they do a podcast together. So after the thing aired, Willie D was like, he kind of brought it up on one of their live shows, why the hell wasn't I invited? And so, Scarface kind of just was like, I don't know, it's not my fault. He kind of took the position of, they called me at the last minute and this is how it happened. And, sorry, that's just how it is. And I think Scarface kind of blew it off a little bit more, and I think that kind of made Willie D feel some kind of way because he's like, if you really love the brand that we created, you should have thought to contact me and say, hey, they want me to do this. Why don't you slide through? And, Scarface was just like, sorry. He actually said, I didn't think about it.
Yeah, well,
so,
I mean,
I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, on top of that, too, I think, too, with Questlove getting that all together, realistically, getting people together from different groups and stuff, that was a job. I mean, could he gone back and called Willie D? I mean, especially, Bushwick Bill ain't being with him.
Right.
I mean, even if Willie D didn't spit the lyrics, he at least been by the side, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That could have worked. But I mean I don't know. I kind of got mixed feelings about it because what I'm saying, on one breath, Willie D's kind of anti, establishment, but then you want to jump up on establishment to, what I'm saying? Not saying that the Grammys.
Well, I mean, but that's true. Still, Willie D is a little more anti-establishment, but Scarface ain't that much of a pro-establishment person either.
Yeah,
he don't go as hard as Willie D.
Yeah, I'm about to say though, he knows where to kind of talk.
Yeah. But you're right though. But I still think I would have gave him the courtesy of a call. I mean, if he turned it down, I'd be like, all right, cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Well, see, just do my part. This is the thing too. When, especially like in hip hop, when the fuck we give a fuck about the Grammys? I mean, don't get me wrong. It was cool for what they did, but really, like the people in Billboard and that Grammy shit, that's just their opinions.
But you know,
and it really be bogus as shit.
It is. It's very bogus.
It really is bogus. Those people like, oh, the best rapper according to sales and marketing is Jay-Z. Because he sold more albums than her. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I would sell more albums if I had a motherfucking, like, marketing scheme and a fucking engine and a fucking machine behind me. Yeah, I'm going to outsell more people than, like, these ill rappers. But that doesn't make... that, and I'm not knocking Jay-Z, but what I'm saying is that don't make him like the best because he outsold somebody. Get the fuck out of here with that
That's
shit.
true. And I think that's what it is. I think a lot of it is the rappers who feel like if I ever want to get a machine behind me so that I can make them numbers, I gotta be known outside of just BET. I gotta be known by this international audience, and the Grammys is something that kind of reaches a bigger audience. So maybe they feel like, if I get there, I'll get more international numbers. I mean, stuff like that. I'm assuming, but I mean, I get it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I said, it's just to me like it's, because really two of the arguably most greatest hip hoppers in all time, like Pac and Big, they don't really have a whole lot of Grammys. I don't think they've gotten every one, but everybody consider them the top. You know what I'm saying? And even with them, there's some discrepancy on that. But we as like the cult, we in the culture though, we don't really look at the Grammys and go, at least people like me and you. Right. I think the younger heads and all that stuff, they might look at it. Well, I ain't gonna say the younger heads, but they might look at it now and be like, well, because the Grammys, this, that, and the third. Because to me. These people, they want to try to dictate. Now, I can understand like rock and pop and country, that's they shit. But when it comes to the urban shit, they can't come and sit around. They can't dictate rock and all that stuff, but then turn around and dictate hip hop and R&B. Like, this is the shit that you need to like too. That's the problem. I think we kind of have a problem. We have a problem with.
That's true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So.
But yeah, I think if we can get disciplined enough, we can have our own Grammys. You know what I mean? Our own shit.
Well, we did have it, but
yeah.
But I think we can have it now since we, especially like in hip hop, we got most of us are kind of matured.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, I was looking at something the other day. Ice-T ran into Cool J like it was like I don't know how long ago was it. Yeah. But
Rakim was also there.
Yeah. But Ice-T was like, yeah, man, like I'm gonna holler at L, because they had beef, and it's like, yeah, man, it's like, look, man, I'm, all this shit that we did in a year, I'm growing up now. Like, I know you had your shots, you know what I'm saying, but it was just hip hop. And then Cool J was like, yeah, I'm cool with it, man. Look, man, like you had shots at me, I had shots at you, but we need each other. Right. And then, you know what I'm saying, we need each other. That's Absolutely. Competition.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it was kind of cool to, to hear that type of, those type of stories.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. And, I saw, I think at the Grammys thing, I saw a clip where Jay-Z ran into Rakim in backstage, He was kind of paying homage to Rakim.
Oh, like, you best believe. You gotta pay homage to the guy, boy.
Man. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say too. Speaking of like the Ghetto Boys, and again, rest in peace to Doug. Yeah. But it's kind of funny, like those two are back in the kind of like in the limelight, where the news is, because if you remember a couple of years ago, De La Soul had got their album through crowdfunding.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they got one of their albums. I forgot. I think it was like The Incredible Nobody or something like that.
I can't remember the title, but yeah, I do remember that happening.
But do you remember the Ghetto Boys tried to do the same thing and it wasn't successful?
Okay.
So it's funny that now that, you know what I'm saying, they both kind of both around at the same time.
Yep.
I just kind of find that interesting.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think they both came out very close to each other too. Yeah. Because they were both late 80s groups.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact year, but I want to say Ghetto Boys might have been 88 or 89. I don't think they were before 88.
Who you think had more of an impact, De La Soul or Ghetto Boys?
I think initial impact, De La Soul. Long-term impact, Ghetto Boys. If I have to look at it like that. Because, De La Soul got screwed over a lot, so a lot of fans started, kind of putting them on the back burner. Ghetto Boys, they started to grow on people the older they got. They grew on people at first, but the more, they were in the game, you really started to really appreciate their impact. So, that was how it felt for me anyway.
Honestly, I think I appreciate Scarface and the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Willie D is that dude, but, man, like, when Scarface started doing, like, The Diary, and then, like, he did Untouchables in 97. Untouchable?
Yeah.
Oh, and once again to come with you with rush shit, gangsta bus shit. I'm on a fucking mother. I forgot how it went, but when that untouchable, I hear it. Untouchable. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, Scarface has done some legendary stuff, man. I give it to him. I loved when he made the remake of the Public Enemy joint, The Black Steel and the Hour of Chaos.
Yeah.
And he called it Black Still in the Hour of Chaos. So, yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
And all his guest appearances and all of that, man. So, yeah, Scarface, lyrically, he's a little bit better than the other two, and impactful-wise, he was. But, you got to love Willie D, too, though. He done had some classic stuff, too.
Yeah, he got Lyrics of the Year in 2002, Scarface did.
Okay.
Remember that album, The Fix?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Fix, man. That was a good album.
But yeah, man, I hate that they kind of had a falling out. I hope it doesn't affect the podcast. I hope they keep that going. But hopefully they can kind of just look at it as, we just brothers who had a disagreement. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I do feel like Scarface should have done something though. The way Scarface explained it, he knew about the performance ahead of time, but he said he didn't know what song he was doing until he got there. Now, I don't believe that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe that. But I could be wrong. But
I can kind of see that too, though, because Scarface had the solo career. So they could have easily put him like in '94 doing like Never Seen a Man Cry.
Right.
They could have easily done that. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? And if they done that, I don't think Willie D would have been upset about that. But they went back and did the Ghetto Boy catalog. So I can understand him being upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, because, I'd been like, I would at least ask him. Because, I don't think that, I feel some kind of way about it, man. I just don't feel like somebody reached out to him and said, we want you only by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like they but I don't know, man. Only he knows and God knows. So
speaking of by themselves, what do you think about Run DMC being back out there, despite them not being a group anymore?
Right. I thought that was dope, just to see them do their thing on stage. It's always a treat for me to see them together. You know what I mean? Apart is cool, but I love when they're together. It's kind of like the EPMD effect too, man.
Yeah.
When y'all apart, it's cool, but once y'all together, it's like my mind just blows up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, this is what I want. So,
I
mean, it was cool though.
Yeah, it was good for them to do that. But yeah, it's just sad that legendary group, And speaking of groups, and I meant to put this down. What do you think about the tribute for the Migos?
For Takeoff.
Oh man, did you hear a little bit about the interview with I think the Wallow? What's his name? Wallow
from $1 Million Worth of Games.
Yeah, Wallow. And,
Wallow. And,
they actually had Jay Prince on. Yeah, they actually had Jay Prince on. People were pissed off about that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't really keep up with their podcasts like that. I probably do need to check it out sometime.
But they was like, Wallow usually be like, yelling and stuff. But when Jay Prince came in, well, We just want to. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, a lot of people's like, nah, because the Hassan Campbell was like, nah, you need to press that nigga because they actually y'all up here with the killers, the shooters.
Right.
Y'all killed that boy, and y'all said, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I hear you.
Yeah.
But I ain't about to press my man on nothing. I know my man done killed somebody.
Right,
yeah, I'm gonna be soft spoken too. I'm gonna be shit. But
so how are you today, sir?
Yeah, you want a wine?
Right.
Hot pocket? We got them in
Not
the
a
back.
hot pocket.
Yeah, hot pocket.
Got some slim and hot pockets,
yeah,
my
yeah,
dude.
man.
My dude.
One of them shits up in the back, son.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, but there you go speak again. It's all right. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't really fault them because, but now I will say this. I think, especially from the information I gathered, I do feel that because it's the younger sons of his.
Right.
Is messing up his legacy.
That's very true. Very true. So, I don't know, man, but, it is what it is, but I do need to get back into their podcast because I watched it in the past. I just haven't watched it a lot lately. So, but I have heard there's a lot of people mad about Jay Prince and all of that and how he been doing. So I don't know what to think of all that, man.
And remember, and Jay Prince, we good. Look, we ain't want no trouble. We just talking now.
Right.
We ain't want no trouble. I don't want. Hey, look, man. Look. We over here, we chilling. Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. We cool, man.
Yeah,
but,
we cool.
But yeah, you got anything else you want to drop before we wrap up the episode today?
Oh, definitely. I want to shout out, first of all, we want to shout out Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant for getting the fuck out of the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. To that organization that they were trying to hold them back, and they now they're trying to spin this narrative like, oh, he was crazy because he left the team. I just want to kind of smile and give you these.
Oh man,
give you a couple of these.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm kind of glad on that too. I think they'll be able to use their talents elsewhere. So
well, I mean, what it is, man, the media has really been trying to smack him in the face, particularly Kyrie Irving, because of what he did, for what he did. But usually their tactics work, but it's like, nah, man, like, dude, he's a good dude. He mind his business. He go to work, and the thing of it is, it's like, come on, man, like, you can't just come up here and bully the dude and then old dude, the owner, what's his name, Josiah?
I don't remember.
Yeah, Josiah, he thought, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bully these niggas and make sure these niggas don't do shit.
Right.
Now your team flop because not only you got Kyrie's gone and then Kevin Durant left. I think both of them wanted to go out to the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
But I think because of the way the season is, because I think the finals is now. I don't know how basketball is, especially with the lockdown and everything, things kind of got crazy. Well, the playoffs are now. I think the finals is like in June.
Oh, okay.
But the playoffs are now. I don't understand. Like I said, I've been kind of out the loop.
Yeah, I've definitely been out the loop, so I couldn't tell you either.
But yeah, he got the team. He got the team to a good lead, so they can hey, we did what we could do. We're gonna take our talent somewhere else. And they KD, he ain't gonna win no legacy and this and then like, man, shut the fuck up.
Right.
they get it, man. I'm telling you, I'm just glad that that these so-called pundits, they trying to slap us. They always get away with slapping us, but it ain't working no more. So I'm gonna clap that up again. So I'm telling you, that might be, it's a win for him, but that's definitely a win for us.
Right.
That's definitely a win for us. So, yeah, definitely.
Most definitely, man. But yeah, so, I didn't really have anything else to drop except, just to remind y'all, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Brothers and sisters.
Remember, we need funds allocated so we can be able to build school.
School is coming. School is coming.
Is he still talking about that?
I don't know. I haven't really been hearing him talk about it, but I don't really pay attention as much to his stuff either.
Yeah.
So, who knows? I know people probably question him about it, but I don't know if he just openly talks about it.
Yeah.
But, we'll see.
You.
But, anything else you want to drop before we wrap it up?
I think that's it. I'm going to
all right.
Go over here to the gym, work out, wash my ass, eat Chinese food.
And I got to go to work in a little bit. So,
yeah.
We appreciate y'all checking us out once again on Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is episode 232, and this is your man, Kurt. And this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.